What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new installment of the 3-to-T series, where I'm attempting to play through and show you guys all the awesome courses available here on GSPro by mainly playing 3 holes per course, as the name implies, 1, 9, and 18. For today's video, we're doing a course that I've been hearing a lot about as of late, which goes by the name of the Sands in Torquay, maybe? I'm terrible at these pronunciations. Torquay, Victoria, Australia. Course designed by Guy Holman. He's been putting up some good courses lately, but we're going to see how we can do here from the furthest back tees, try to shoot even par. I will note, I'll pull up the scorecard here. I always do the course recommended settings if they changed any. He did have it put to breezy. I put that down to calm. I'm not a massive fan of the wind if I don't have to play it, but the one thing I do want to point out, which is probably getting cut off on the left, the fairways are hard and the greens are hard. 10 stimps, so it should be interesting. We're playing the black tees, 5-foot gimme circle. Haven't been playing the best as of late, and I played 36 yesterday, so we'll see how today goes. However, nice and warm. One of the warmest days we've had so far. It's up to almost 67 degrees in the garage, so shorts and t-shirt for me, it feels like it's summertime and 100 degrees, but let's see how we can do from the Sands here. First hole, par 4, 385. Let's hit the flyover. I did toggle the advanced in the lighting settings. It seemed like the colors were a little bit off. It could be on some of these warmer days my projector gets a little bit hazy on it, so hopefully it looks all right on your end. I'm liking the shading though, a little bit more neutral colors it looks like. Cool condos or houses over here on the left. Trees look good, flowers look good. Let's aim and see what we can do here. Been very much so wayward lately with the driver. I think what I need to do is do 1 or 2 more speed training sessions with hitting driver for like 2 hours straight and maybe find some consistency by doing that. But we'll aim there, try to hit a baby draw, and or I've been losing them right as of late. So honestly, I'll even take kind of a sizable overdraw duck hook left. I just hate seeing the ball go right, and as soon as I say that, I look at the out of bounds on the left. So hopefully we can keep this relatively straight, and will hopefully put us out there in a halfway decent spot. And kind of what I've been talking about. So aimed for the draw, lined up for the draw, gripped the club with the draw, shut down my stance, and we hit a baby fade into the bunker. That probably would have worked out with normal fairways, but those firm, they just run like crazy. And now we've got some trouble. We're in a bunker on a downslope, 108, up a little more than a yard. We'll call it 10% because of the bunker. I'm just going to hit a full approach wedge. Hopefully it comes out. The downslope is a little bit worrying, but I'm thinking my approach wedge is 51 degrees. It should have enough loft to get out of here, and probably as a feel about 115 if I hit this relatively full, possibly 120. We'll see what we get. $113. Sit. All right, that's, oh, look at that zip. Let's go. All right, that's an easy bird. Caw-caw. Caw-caw. That was actually hit pretty decent with a lot of spin. Maybe I need to start hitting this approach wedge fuller more often. I usually choke down on that thing so I don't get a ton of spin. But, I mean, even those hard greens or whatever they were, that thing had some bite. And that actually worked out really well. So we will take the birdie for sure. Second hole, 9th hole, par 5, 502. Let's hit the flyover. Oh boy, a lot of water. Looks really good with the bushes and whatnot, but... And there's a... I think that's coming through the projector. It's like a cricket in the game. Unless there's an actual cricket in the garage. Let me, I'm just curious. I'm going to mute this and see if it goes away. Okay, so it is in the game. That's a cricket, or I don't know what they have in Australia. Probably a squirrel-sized cricket from what they have over there from some of the wildlife from what I've seen, but That is in fact in the game. So let's. I don't love those trees there, but if we're playing the draw, we got out of bounds again on the left. But the way I've been hitting it, that probably won't be an issue. A little bit of a stutter there with the laptop. I wonder with the warmer weather here, maybe it doesn't like, my laptop doesn't like it quite as much, but we'll aim there. See what we can do off the tee. Put ourselves in a good spot with that 1 under so far. Oh man, that was way off the heel. I think it'll be okay. Bounce left, bounce left. Well, it was not okay. I mean, club path, I've been noticing my club path is getting a little bit out to in. That one, at least I was into out, and the club face was closed. It was just way off the heel, so it spun up to the right. All right, well, I guess we're going to the drop zone. That sucks. I thought we were possibly going to get lucky there in the deep rough, but leaves us with 283. Now we're hitting 3. We're going to run up a 3-wood. Hopefully, we'll go right there. It's possible if I hit this halfway decent, it's possible it runs up there with these hard fairways, but honestly, anything with about an approach wedge or less into this green will be okay from here after that penalty shot. It's kind of been how my rounds have been going as of late. I piece together a couple good holes, and then I flare one off the tee, OB, and then it's a struggle from there. Pretty scuffy. I almost topped it. That wasn't hit particularly well. Only 130 ball speed. Lately, if I hit 3-wood good, I'm up towards like high 140s, like 147, 149. But even that ran out a ton. That was 30 yards of rollout. Leaves us with 45 up a yard out of the fairway. So we'll just leave it right at it. And I guess we'll try about a 40-yard shot with the 56. It's probably too much. 56, that needs to spin hard, and it's not going to. Way too much. All right, nice 45-footer here for par. It is down 14, so that puts us to what, 35, 31 on 10 stimps. This thing's breaking left to right at the start, and then it goes back the other way. Honestly, I may... it's going to be to the right. That breaks pretty hard at the cup. We'll try that. It's going to push it that way to start, but then it's going to come back for a lot longer. So we'll try that, and we'll see if we can get the speed halfway decent. Honestly, I'll just take the inner circle right here if we can get it. That may need to go. All right, just barely got there. So that's a bogey, I believe. Yep, bogey. Back to even par, going over to the third and final hole, 18th hole, par 4, 391. This looks like it's more open. Oh, there's out of bounds on the right. But let's hit the flyover, see what we're working with. Sorry about the mouse. Looks like some nice houses here. Cool grass and shading on the bunkers, mow lines on the green. Can we actually hit a draw is the question. We won't go too crazy. We'll go there. I don't know why, but for the life of me, I've been complaining about it, but over the past 3, 4, 5, 6 months, I don't even know, I've been hitting very, very, very consistent draws, and if anything, the miss has been a sizable duck hook overdraw to the left. And now this past, hasn't even been a week, past 3, 4, 5 days, I'm just losing everything to the right, which is rather frustrating. kind of like that again. And again, it's not terrible. There's some that really spin up, but like I'm aiming right for the draw and it just doesn't come back, and it stays with 99 RPMs of side spin to the right. So I don't know. Driver work needs to be done. I'm playing on course tomorrow, so part of me wants to swing driver a bunch and really figure it out, so I'm not trying to do that on the course. But then the other half of me is saying, if I do that, I'm going to be even more tired for tomorrow. So I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. Maybe I'll let you guys know in the next video, whatever I decided to do. So we got 139 out of the semi-rough. I think, sounds crazy, but I'm going to hit a pitching wedge. Because of these firm greens and the firm fairways, I hit a couple that were like 131, 132 on the range that carried. If I give this a little bit extra, it may bounce up there. Uh, 126, and no draw again. Well, that's not going to get there. It did kind of take a big bounce, though. All right, let's see if we can chip this. 14 yards. Could probably get away. These are almost like links conditions. Probably get away with about 10 with the 60 degree. $14 sit, way too much. As you can probably tell, I did kind of an informative video before this, and I didn't warm up a ton. So the touch and the feel on some of these is not quite dialed in. Now we've got this for par. 18-footer playing 15. About there, I don't even know. I think it may push it even more. We'll try that. Can we make a putt? Felt like a decent roll. Stay up. Oh, it was a decent roll. I even pushed it a little bit. We missed on the low side, but all right, there you have it. We're 1 over for the 3 holes from the Sands in Torquay, Victoria, Australia. Course designed by Guy Holman. Pretty cool new course. We got a birdie on 1. We got a bogey on 9, and we got a bogey on 18. The wayward tee shots continue. More that I talk about, I just mentioned that I may need to just hit driver for like, maybe I won't go crazy with some of my speed sessions that I've been doing with like hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe like cap it at about 45 and just feel like I have a little bit more confidence going into on course tomorrow, and then got a couple more SDT rounds that I need to do this week. Man, that cricket, it's really realistic, but it's just on repeat, kind of loud. That's a little bit towards the annoying side. But you can see the stats down below, like I mentioned at the beginning. The course recommend settings were fairways were hard, greens were hard, stimps were 10, black tees. You can see the rest. We will go into the stats. Not much to look at here. 1 birdie, 2 bogeys, 211 longest drive. We only hit 1 fairway, so that's the both. 148, 5 putts. 8 feet of total putting, no sand saves, no mulligans, 15 minutes, 1 out of 3 greens regulation, and 1 out of 3 fairways. Not great, but another course in the books, another one that possibly you guys can add to your list that you want to try if you haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I think I'm going to do one more video just so I have something to post. I've been getting behind on some of these, and then possibly, like I mentioned, swing driver for a while and maybe see what happens. But if you guys have any requests for courses you'd like to see me play, please let me know down below. I have a list of about 10 to 15 courses that I'm going to get through here, maybe in the next week or so. But if you have anything particular you want to see, I'll happily move it up on the list, because if I'm going to try to get to them all anyways, I'm happy to appease any requests or recommendations you guys may have. But like always, shout out to the members. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.